first I would like to congratulate you on obtaining your permanent residency through a provincial nomination program. So now you have obtained your permanent residency and you have finally moved to the province who nominated you. But now you are in a dilemma that yes, I should move to another province or not, and for how much time more I should stay in this province, and will there be any repercussions or any effect if I move out of the province that nominated me? So if all these questions are going on in your mind, then this is the video you should watch. This is Neha, Bhalla, regulated Canadian immigration consultant, and today we are going to discuss about how to legally move out of the province from where you have got the nomination and the permanent residency. So guys, moving out of the province where you were actually nominated for is a little more complicated when you become a PR through a PNP program. So in this video, we are going to discuss about the legality in moving to other province after obtaining your permanent residency, and when you can move, when you should move basically, and also we want to discuss about how to justify your intentions basically to move out of the province, that why you moved out of the province. So when you file for a provincial nomination, so you must in fact sign a letter stating your intention that after you get a permanent residency, you will stay in that particular province which nominated you. And in fact, in some circumstances, in some provinces, like let's talk about New Brunswick. So in that province, you must also sign a commitment that you will be living in that province once you get a PR, permanent residency, and a nomination from them. So what is the reason behind this? The main reason is that the province, why is the province is nominating you? It nominates you because it wants that, it has seen your skills and experience, and on the basis of that, the province wants you to stay in their province and contribute to the economic growth of that particular province. They don't want that they're nominating you that you come here, stay for a month and leave the province, right? They are nominating you so that you can help in their economic growth. Also guys, a province, always do remember that a province can also revoke your nomination before you get a permanent residency status. For example, you studied in a province, right? You submitted an application for the provincial nomination. You also received the nomination, and now you have applied to the federal for the federal review to get your permanent residency status. But in the meantime, you moved out of that province. You took all the steps like changing your address and everything. You changed your employment. So you moved out of that province basically after receiving the nomination. So in such a scenario, a province can revoke your nomination. They can take back your nomination. And in that case, you will not get the permanent residency based on that provincial nomination. So as soon as you are given a PR, you get a permanent residency, you have the mobility rights. That is the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms, Article 6. It provides you with the mobility rights. So this right basically protects you. It gives you a right to move to any province, but you have to remain cautious if you choose to leave a province that nominated you, because the province has the right. Even though you have mobility rights, but still you have to be cautious because the province has the right to pursue you and ask RCC to remove your permanent residency status due to misrepresentation. I agree you have mobility rights to move to any province once you become a permanent residency, but don't forget this, that the province also has such rights. It has rights to revoke your permanent residency on the basis of misrepresentation, that you misrepresented your intentions to stay in that province. If some people come to me and ask about what is the minimum time period that we should stay in that province, whether 1 year or 2 years. So what the thing is that law does not mention anywhere a minimum required amount of time that is needed for you to remain in that particular province which nominated you. So as per law, there is no minimum time mentioned anywhere. So what happened is, so a province can say that you lied about your intentions to remain there. As a result, they may take your PR back, you may be deported, and also be prohibited from entering to Canada for another next 5 years due to misrepresentation. So nevertheless, if you leave the province that nominated you, you won't necessarily face legal actions. It's not always that you will face legal actions, but you have to remain cautious because you can defend yourself by providing evidence. So if you have evidence, providing evidence of your efforts, that the efforts you took to stay in that particular province. So, talking like earlier, we talked about New Brunswick. Talking about New Brunswick, they demand that its nominees, once you become a PR, they have to do is its nominees have to register in person within 30 days of arriving in Canada, and may attempt to withdraw their PR status also if they haven't do so. So New Brunswick have some different regulations like signing a commitment, and once you become a permanent residency on the basis of their nominations, you have to in person register there, right? So these are the regulations New Brunswick have. And also if you did not do that, they can also revoke your permanent residency on the basis of this. Let's try to answer the most important question, that is how long you need to stay. So after you get a permanent residency, first of all, you should go to the province that nominated you. From starting only, don't go to any other province. You should go to the province that nominated you. Now talking about how long you should stay. See, since the law does not state anything specific, there is no conclusive response in such a case. Some people wait for 2 months to get just their PR card, and then they move to another province, which is not advisable, right? While some people, what they do is they reach the 730-day mark, that is the 2-year mark, which is required for becoming a permanent residency, remain a permanent resident throughout. So 2 years shows that you have remained in a province for 2 years, and your intent has been basically demonstrated, and the likelihood of revoking your permanent residency now becomes low. So generally 1 to 2 years would appear sufficient to demonstrate, basically to show the IRCC your intent, your initial purpose, that you initially wanted to stay in this province only. So but now you can prove your intent by saying that okay, that you could not get employment, right? But that should be true, that should be honest, that you actually could not get employed in that particular province, whereas your employment chances are much better in different province. Like, but you have to keep evidence track of everything. So suppose like you applied to certain jobs, so keep that track of the job applications, keep a record of the rejection letters you get from them, and keep records of all your electricity, rent, all gas bills, your additional evidence that could prove your intention that you were earlier intended to stay in that particular province only. Even if in a situation you are employed in that province which nominated you, you have a good employment, in such a situation also you would need a very convincing reason to move to a different province. Like that you move to a different province for a better position, you have to show that because you were getting a better position, maybe a higher pay associated with that better position, or in fact you can show that you married a spouse who was residing in other province. So that is also considered a very valid reason for moving to a different province. So basically, I would say 1 to 2 years is a good time to show your intention, demonstrate your intentions. But yes, do keep a track, do keep evidence of everything. If you're applying for jobs, keep evidence of that. If you're getting rejection letters, keep evidence of that. So, and have a valid reason for moving to a different province. So though there is not a conclusive response to this question, but still I have tried my best to explain you and help you what to do in such a situation where you want to know the answer for how long you should stay in a particular province after getting nominated from that province. So guys, I hope you liked my video, and if you did like my video and it helped you, please do subscribe my channel, like my video, and also to share it with your friends and relatives. And also you can contact us on the below number for any of your immigration related applications, and also you can book a consultation slot with us from the below number only. Thank you so much, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you.